Hello again, Joselyine. This is Dave Carl again, and this is the second module I wanted to show you and get with you about. Now, what we're going to talk about now are backlinks, okay? And it's not very hard at all. It's pretty simple and easy to do. First of all, you got to understand what backlinks do, okay? And what backlinks do for us, backlinks are there to help get our content higher in the search engines. So, for example, let's just put in how to get a girl back. If somebody's trying to look for on the internet, okay? How to get a girl, for example. Or let's just put how to get a girl back. Let me put that in there. So somebody types that in. What we want to do is get on the first page. You know, the higher up, we'd like to get in these first three spots, because that's what a lot of people do. That's what they click on. They go right here and they click on the first three or so. But if we can get on the first page, that's awesome. So that's where the backlinks come in. They're there to help get our content, whatever it be an article, whatever it be our website, whatever it may be. Here's, for example, how to get a girl back right here. See this right here? This is kind of the same thing. There's somebody else that's marketing this that did this back in 2007. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the page. And see, when you click on that, it's from eZine Articles, and they rank their page pretty good. So they have a good website, or a good ranking there rather, for their eZine. So what they did, they probably backlinked the heck out of it to try to get it up there to rank. And see, here's the article word count. See, it's 516. See, like I told you in the other module, over 500 words, that's what you need. And see, that's probably another reason why it's up there, because it's a longer, detailed article. Okay? I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm, if you weren't sure about what I'm talking about as far as ranking in Google. So that's all that is. Now, what I want to show you, again, here is about how to backlink. Here are the 4 codes. Okay? And you'll notice on here that there are some different URLs. Like this one right here is a .gov site. This is a .edu, which is like education. This is for government, if you're not sure. Site for government. Educational. This is .org and .com. Now, let me pull up something here for you just to get... I forgot to do that. I should have put it on this here. Let me just bear with me. So that's what we want to do. We want to use all 4 of these different codes. Okay, say for example, we're trying to rank the site, how to get a girl back. Okay, say that's our website right there, for example. Okay, what we'll want to do, first of all, I like to start with the government sites, the gov.gov sites, because they're really important. Now, the more important these sites are, the better that they're going to rank. So what I did is I copied and pasted this in here into Google. Okay, and I'm using Firefox because I'll tell you why here in a minute, because it shows different rankings, and I'll get you set up with this. And right here where it says add keyword, I'm going to put how, if you hear my dogs there in the background, I got 3 dogs. They're crazy. I love them though. How to get a girl back, we'll put right here. Now that's my keyword, because that has to do with how to get a girl back. That's one of my main keywords right here for my website. So I'm going to hit Google search. Okay, nothing came up for that. So let's try, instead of that one, why don't we try, well, let's keep on the same one. Let's try to, whoops. Actually, wait a minute, I might have messed that up. Hold on, Joselyine, give me a second here. Let me just do that again. Since nothing came up, I'm going to make sure I didn't mess this code up. So I copied and pasted that back in there. Since nothing came up for that, I'm going to put in maybe how to get a girl. And see if anything comes up on a government site. Now it's going to be kind of tough. but it might. Something might come up. Okay, nothing on that yet. So if I'm having problems doing that to get the same keyword that I want here, how to get a girl back, then I'm going to do something that has to do maybe with girls, or how to get a girl back. Like say, getting back with a girl. Okay? It's not the same thing as how to get a girl back, but it's kind of in the same category there. So let's see if there's anything there. No. Okay, so what I'm having trouble with here is trying to find sites, high authority sites, to backlink under this keyword. So now I've got to be a little bit more broad. So let's see, let me just put in girl, okay? Let me just put in girl, because that's okay. If I can't find anything exact match, then, okay, see here it comes up. Here's some different ones right here. And that comes up here because you'll see right in here, it says girls. It came up there. There's a girl right here. So what Google does, it takes all of these blog posts, or all of these where you can comment on, and puts them all in order here. Now, I have on here, you'll notice this up here, which this is all, I don't want to get you confused here, so don't worry about this. This is a program that I'll get with you on. This right here is what you have to be concerned with. That's called page ranking. That PR stands for page ranking. Okay, so what I want to do, I don't want to backlink on any zeros. I don't want to bank on any ones. I want to backlink on this, on PR, which are page ranking 2s. I want to do on page ranking 3s. I want to page rank on 4s. Page rank, let's just say page rank on 5 and above. I mean, there's more, there's higher than I can't spell today, Joselyne. There's more than just PR 5s. They go higher. I mean, they can go anywhere from PR 9s, 8s, 9s, 10s, whatever. So let's go down here. So let's look. So I'm looking at the page. There's 0, 0, 0, 0. So I'll scroll down and look at this. There's a PR 4. Well, that's good. That's pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll get on here and take a look. And even though this is where it gets kind of, it's not tricky, but you have to get your mind around this. All I'm doing, remember, is creating backlinks to help get our content higher in the search engines. Even though this article has nothing to do, or this blog post has nothing to do with how to get a girl back, that's okay. Okay? Because what I did is I searched with the girl in there, and to be honest with you, I could put anything in as a keyword, and as long as it's a high-ranking article, I wouldn't even have to have anything that does. I could write something like, I could put in my, whatever, keyword, say, let's just say earthquakes, something off the wall, and it pulls up all the stuff about earthquakes. Well, that's okay, as long I can still post in that. But it's better if I can get it, it's going to rank even higher if I can get it to do with something on how to get a girl back. Well, I tried to get how do I get a girl back, getting a girl back. I didn't have any luck with that, so I just put in girl, and then of course this is what I got. So this is what you want to do. You want to come down and you'll read this. Okay? Well, first of all, you'll kind of scroll down the bottom and see here's the comments that are made. Now, I have to make sure that I can leave a comment down here. So before I read this and everything, I want to scroll down to the bottom and take a look here and see what it takes to post a comment. Okay, if I have to sign in or register for an account, I'm not going to mess with that right now. And there's a lot. Let's just go down here to the bottom. See what it says. Okay, see right here to post a comment. It says to subscribe to post comments. Yeah, let's click post a comment. Okay, the problem with this is the policy here is I got to put in a username and password. So I have to be in this signed up as a member to get on here. So I'm not going to mess with that. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm just taking back. So I'm going to bypass that. So that was the number 4. Of course, there's 0, 0. Here's number 2. Okay, so that's okay. We want a page ranking in number 2. So that's fine. So we'll go on here and click on here. And this says help NASA Edge celebrate 50 years of NASA. Okay, whatever. Okay, so right down here, it gives me a place to make a post. Okay, I don't have to sign in, but here's the problem. The problem is I can put a name and my email, and I can write about the comment, but there's nowhere to put my website or the link that I want to backlink to. You see what I mean? Like if I want to put this in here, say if I want to backlink for this, well, there's nowhere to put this in. There's no website to put in there. So that's not going to work. Okay? So I'll have to come back. Let me get out of that. Now, let's see. Let's go to the next page and see if there's anything. Okay. Now, we'll go down here. Wow, look at that. There's a number, page ranking number 6. And there's also a number 5 here. So let's just check out the beacon and see if we can get in that. That has to do with a Mother's Day story, whatever it may be. So let's see if I can get into this. And it probably won't because I think... Let's just post a comment, select a file. Okay, this gives me a name and URL. So this is going to let me do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, and I'll give you the name for the accounts, but let's just say I'm going to put in Dan Knows How to Win a Girl Back. Okay, all I'm doing, this is my name, Dan. Of course, it isn't Dan. It's a fictitious name. But here's the more important key. I want to put that keyword in there. How to win a girl back. Remember, that's my keyword. And that also has to do with my website. So I'm going to put that in there. Then I'm going to put the URL, howtowinagirlback.com, blogspot.com. Whoops. Wait a minute. I just got out of that. Hold on a second. Joselyine, let me just make sure. I think I had the wrong one on there anyway. Okay, just give me a second here. I erased that. Didn't mean to. So anyway, so what I would do is I would copy and paste this, and that would be my URL. Copy and paste that. Now, what I didn't do there is I didn't put the HTTP ://. So I'm going to change that. Okay, and I don't have it on here, and I just do that because I know in my memory that I need to do that. But just for this sake, see how that turns blue right there? That's the website. So we want to make sure that's good. So okay, I'll continue with that. So now all I have to do is post a comment. Okay, all my information's here. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to read this a little bit. Okay, just go over it and see what I can come up with here. This is a Mother's Day journey, or Mother's Day story, one family's adoption journey. So give me just a minute here to read this. If you can see this, maybe you want to read it too, just to give you an idea of what it's about. So let's just take a minute and read this and skim over it. Okay, so it basically has to do with a couple adopting here. some children, basically. And what I also like to do is kind of get down here and look at different comments. Like for here, great story. Thanks for taking the time to spotlight such an amazing family. Great story. God bless your family. Now, these have been posted, but I don't like to just write a comment rather this short, because there are people that look over this, and if they think it's just spam or somebody's just trying to spam their site, they'll leave this out. Now they did allow this, but we don't know that, so we want to be careful. See this guy? Look how wrote. Now it doesn't have to be this long, but look at all the detail this guy wrote. So they're not going to think that's spam. They're going to think, wow, this guy's really into this. He really wants to comment. So, say for example, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to post a comment. And let me just say, what an amazing story. Okay, and I'm just putting this in on top of my head. It's great to see that families are wanting to adopt Vietnamese, let's just say Vietnamese, and you'll see how, look how it gives me where this is misspelled. Okay, so I can correct that. So there's where the comma needed to be. So they'll usually help you there with the Vietnamese. I probably didn't spell right either, so let me see. There's actually one up there. VIT name. See, I don't know. Sometimes that'll come up, and it is spelled right. Well, there. Now it's spelled right, I believe. There we go. Just forgot the N. Okay, what an amazing story. It's great to see that families are wanting to adopt Vietnamese children. They deserve to have a family and be loved just
everything going good?
Like any other kid. Okay, something like that. And I can go in a little bit more detail, but just to give you an idea. See, I just didn't say, okay, hey, great story, and I just didn't put, hey, what an amazing story, and that's it. I gave it a little bit about what the article's about. What an amazing story. It's great to see that families are wanting to adopt Vietnamese children. They deserve to have a family and be loved just like any other kid, child. Let me just put child instead of kid. Sounds a little better, I guess. So then I can preview it if I want, what my comment is, and that's where it shows up there. And then it's going to ask me for the word verification, or CAPTCHA. So I'm going to just simply put that in, and then I'm going to post the comment. Okay? Now, you'll see right there in highlight, your comment will be visible after approval. So, it's not going to show right up now. It's not going to show right at this very minute. So, okay, that's fine. So I don't have to worry about that. But I know it's going to be up there sometime, hopefully. So now that I've done that, on my WordPad, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and actually you'll have a separate notepad. You can have a notepad with all this information, and then you can get another notepad like this, and you can keep a log of what you've done. So for example, I would put on here, let's just say this, backlink log for how to get a girl back blogspot.com. Okay, and maybe date it, like today is, for example, 2/5/2011. Okay, And then, okay, so what I would do is I would come up here now, and this is the link up here. So what I would do is I'd click on that, right click, copy, and paste. Now I would paste it on here. That way I'm keeping track. Okay? Now I have my link. So I know I've backlinked this one for this site. Okay, so now I just go to the next one. And that's the whole thing about it. Now I might go to this one here. We already did that. Now here's one. That was a PR6. That was a great one we just did right there. Here's a page ranking of number 5. So we want to get on here and do the same thing. Okay, you get the idea? Okay, this has something completely different, but that's okay. So we come down here, we take a look and see what we can do before we read it, because we want to make sure that we can post a comment and we don't have to log in. Okay, this says so select profile like I did on the other one. It's going to let me put a name URL. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing over. Okay, pretty simple. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to get out of this and we're going to go to pingler.com. Remember me talking to you about Pingler? This is where we ping the site, the backlink, so to speak. So we go to Pingler. We don't have to sign in. You don't have to create an account. You don't have to do anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in here what the website name or title is. So all I'm going to do is just put in basically what this backlink was about. It was about adopting, let's just say adopting a child. I mean, something basic. It doesn't have to be, you know, a Vietnamese child, just something like that. Adopting a child is what that has to do with. Now here is where the website URL goes. Now remember, this is the URL. This is the complete URL of that page. But we don't want that. We want just this part where the .gov is. Right here. That's all we need. Okay? Now if you don't know how to copy and paste, you can do it two ways. You can hit Control C, as long as your arrow's on here. I don't know if you might know how to do this, but I'm showing you a couple ways. You can push Control C and then come over here and put your cursor right there and hit Control V, and that'll put it right in. Or you can right click this on copy and hit copy, and then come over here and hit paste. Right click on your mouse and hit paste. Either way will work. Okay, now you want to go under what category. Okay, what category is this in? This could be, I would say, maybe in something with family. Okay, so they're adopting, it's a family type of thing. So I'll just put family in there. Now I won't do anything with this here, okay, because this is all the sites that they're going to ping for me. So I'll go right here. I have to put in this image, okay, the CAPTCHA image, whatever. Now I'll hit ping my site. So what I'll do is I'll hit ping my site, and it'll take you just a few seconds. See it loading down here? It's not going to do it automatically. It's going to take just a couple seconds. So let's just wait here. I hope you understand everything so far, but like I said, we'll go over everything with you hand by hand. I just wanted to show you these videos to help you get along here a little better. It's still working. It's still doing what it needs to do. And just give it a couple more seconds here. And just a few moments, it should ping all the sites. And why we want it to ping is because we want Google to recognize it. We want Google to get their spiders and crawl all over that site. And the higher the page ranking, like I said, the better it is. Because it's just more of an authority site. Google thinks, you know, if it's a page ranking versus a 2 versus an 8, hey, they like that 8. That's a huge site for them. So, okay, see right here it says thanks for pinging, thanks for pinging. So it pinged all these sites that we wanted to do. See, it says finish pinging 84 services. That's great. So now if I had a list of 10 or 20 or whatever of these, I would just keep going on down the row, and I would click right here, ping another site, It would bring me right back, and I'd do the next one, whatever it may be. Okay? That's basically it. That's all there is to it. It doesn't have to be a lot of science into it. It just basically comes down to ranking, like I said, getting our backlinks to help get our site or content higher in the search engines by using these codes right here. And you want to use, I'll get that tool on Firefox for you. It'll show you the page rankings because you don't have that. I'll show you how to get that. You can get to 2, 3, 4s, and 5s and above. Okay? That's it. That's all for this module, and I will talk with you here in the next module coming up. Bye now.